What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So as you guys could see here, we have G35. You guys see car is basically stock and it's been sitting for a while. I had the idea of wanting to do the front end conversion as well, so we have all the parts. We have quite a bit of stuff going on this car, including interior wise, exterior wise. It's just so much stuff that's going to be going on this car. So everything, whole front end, the interior, the suspension, yeah, so a lot of stuff is going to be taken off from this car. All right, so I was going to pull the car in, but I realized that there's going to be a lot of cutting, grinding, and fiberglass dust flying everywhere. So I'm going to actually start the tear down outside instead. So I already took the front bumper off. So we're going to finish tearing off the whole front end. We're going to get the headlights off, bumper off, fenders off, radiator support off, and start lining up the brand new G37 radiator support that we need to custom cut so we can mount up the new Mishimoto radiator that is going to be going on. Get started on finishing stripping the front end, and then we'll get into details about the radiator support. All right, so we got the radiator support right here. So we're gonna need to cut this middle section out of the radiator support for this side, because it's meant for the G37 fans and G37 radiator itself. But the G37 radiator actually has an opening for the hose right here on the sides, but it's at an angle, so you can't use the G37 radiator itself. Because actually, let's see here, right here. But as you guys can see, it is completely different from the G35 one, whereas the G37 one has that angled look right there, and the G35 one has it straight, but it also has the cap right here, and the G37s have it on the engine itself. It's separate, and it normally goes like right here to like add coolant. So you can't use a G37 radiator, you have to use a G35. But now we have everything out of the way. Fans are out, radiators out, AC condenser is out. All right, so this is where we left off. Radiator is in place. Have the hole opening for the drain plug. It's got its mounts, and we got the crash bar basically mocked up as well. I actually took it off this thing just so I could play around with these. But you have to kind of use I use this sander type of thing and grind it down all these edges that kind of like stick outward to kind of flatten it out on this area right here where the crash bar goes. So I should be able to put up another bolt right there. Look at that, perfect opening. I got one right here, and then this one as well. We kind of need to like slightly grind down a little bit of the radiator support right there, but it should be fine. And then we got the other opening right there. I just need to get longer bolts. We got two down here, we got one up here, but basically this is all just to mock it up. I am gonna have to take everything back off again to properly cut out the opening for the AC condenser right here. So we're gonna need to make a little cut right here for these two things right here. So we're gonna make a cutout right here, so that's why I don't have this properly bolted up. But now that we got that out of the way, we finally have basically the radiator support mocked up and done properly the way it should be. So, and we have the new brackets that are gonna be going up here as well with the latches. So these get bolted on. You got a 10 and then a 12 millimeter. I'm waiting for this bracket to come in. I forgot to order that one, but we have one on this side. So it'd be the 12, 10, 10 holding this bracket down along with this. And then we got these headlights just to mock it up. These aren't the headlights that are going to be going on this car. He's going to get retrofitted from SoCal Retrofit. He's going to be shipping those out soon this upcoming week. But now that we got all this out of the way, this is perfectly how it's supposed to be. We're going to start on the fenders. So We actually have a brand new carbon fiber hood over here. Brand new VIS AMS carbon fiber hood. You guys can see that. So this is going to be going on the car. I got one hood hinge on there already. So we're going to mock up the hood on top, and then we're going to start building the fenders around the hood. But first, before that, we need to cut basically this whole front end section off. I'm going to start off the cut from right here. Cut this up to like probably right here, this edge, and then follow this line, and then like up to right here, and then back down like that. So because we only need this back end section for the vents to line up with the A-pillar, the door, and the side skirt. All right, so we got the carbon fenders put on now, and as you guys can see, lined up with the A-pillar, the door, and the side skirt. The side skirt's hanging off right now, but cut off what we needed to cut off, and we're only keeping the back end. Same on this side. Good to go. I'm taping these up because I don't want them to get damaged, so I'm gonna tape off the other one too. And then we have the G37 fenders right here. So we're gonna cut off what we only need, which is basically following that line curvature right there, and then straight up right there before it reaches the A-pillar. So we need this top section up until where the hood ends. So we're gonna cut it off right here, go like that and like that. So we are done making the fenders now. As you guys can see from this angle right here, it definitely looks like a G37. Look at that. So fenders are basically done. This bolt's not all the way in because it's too long, so I need to make it shorter. But hey, I'll get it out later. But basically they are done and need to be molded together, so you guys will see that later on. But fenders basically as good as it can get. Bumper's just mocked up, it's not fully bolted on, but always checking the alignment. Here we just need the bracket that goes on the bumper, and then the metal bracket that goes on the fender, and you bolt it up, tightens that little area right there. This side's almost perfect. Same with the brackets. We need the brackets on the fenders, but other than that, fitment seems to be pretty damn on point. And then this fender is all done up, needs to be molded together. Fortunately, right here we got the hood hinge that's right here, so we had to cut out part of the G35 fender out to make room for the hood hinge. Technically, when we have the metal ones, you know, it kind of just bends into shape. But the carbon fenders, we can't really bend them too much because then they'll start to break, and that's what we don't want. But carbon hood looking good. But this is the general idea. As you guys can see, this is basically going to look like that. This is my car right here. As you guys can see, my fenders were molded together. Same on this side. Molded together, all in one piece. So, our next episode, we're probably going to have fenders molded together, and then we'll get the air suspension going on this car. But this is basically part one of this build. We are also going to be adding the air suspension. We're going to be wrapping it, doing some interior upgrades as well. And we're also going to get a new charge speed rear bumper with carbon fiber on the diffuser. We also got new wheels, 3-piece wheels for this car as well. So definitely can't wait to get started on the wrap and air suspension to make it all look complete. That's going to be the end of today's episode, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the process on that car. That's basically going to look like this car, show ready, but a complete different color. So again, thank you guys for always supporting the channel. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.